Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is a scene for the Mage venue, and here we have Ace Bondurant as he begins preparing his dissertation for the committee at NYU. This is something that he has worked very long on, very hard on. He has spent much of his time researching, gathering materials, and studying long hours into the night, making sure that his mind does not get sloppy. Much of his efforts have been spent on using his already interesting amount of knowledge, but also working to have the credentials to say that he knows what he knows. Ace, being a native of Cairo, nothing ever came easy for him. He grew up as an orphan, running through the streets of Cairo, stealing from multiple people, get trying to get food, trying to get the basis for him to survive. And lo and behold, one fateful evening, a kindly professor showed him the ways of opening his mind, allowing the knowledge that he could do more with his life than just being a common thief, being a common beggar. So, with that determination and that realization, Ace continues to push further than he normally would. His opinion that most individuals would not know how to respond to his unnatural work ethic. Ace's belief is that most Americans are dumb, lazy, and have no real pattern to work hard, but Ace oftentimes holds himself at a much higher degree of perfection, taking time to make sure that everything is crossed correctly, making sure that every T is crossed, every reference is made accounted for, and Ace goes to stand before the committee. And before he does that, he has to put together the material. He has to make sure that everything is in its proper place. So right now, he is going to set forward the quality of the work that he is setting forward, being that Ace is a awakened mage. And he does not want to use his magic to give him a unfair advantage. He wants to have something tangible to hold on to, and he wants to be able to say that he is a capable person without his magic, without his work, and he wants to be able to be a strong pillar for his community and for himself. So what better way to do that than not to. So let's just get these rolls out of the way. Sorry for the awkward breaks. I got distracted. All right, Ace will be spending a point of willpower for this endeavor, being that he is putting all of his effort and energy into doing this correctly and right. Normally, if he was being lazy with what he was doing, the difficulty would normally be a 6, but Ace is pushing his boundaries and he is setting the bar for himself at a 9 to just have something that he is confident with, something that he can look on with proudness, because if the dissertation committee accepts what he sets forward, then he will have letters behind his name. So let's start this. Ace will be rolling a number of dice, rolling 3 dots in intelligence, 4 dots in academics, a total of 7 dice with 1 willpower. And he is, just a second. Thank you, I just connected it again, and interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is a total of 8 successes on his dissertation. And it is a phenomenal one. As Ace goes on and dots every T, he is taking an absurd amount of time doing it. And normally, since he was taking his time, it would be a lesser difficulty. But since he set it at a 9 for himself with taking the extra time, then it is a total of 8 successes. So with that, Ace has to go before the committee. He is going to be speaking before the committee. He will go into the intricacies of archaeology and how it has gone, how many people are listening. As he sits before the committee, he will tell them the different amounts of information he's gotten, how far he's come, what kind of unique information he has done, what type of life he is currently living, what type of thing he is trying to accomplish, and why this specific thing would even be important. Ace makes the point to mention that everything exists in duality, and that if we often look past the mundane shell of what we experience, then archaeology can prove as a boon, and this comes from the form as religion and occult, as it would be considered right now, and how these influences have specifically interacted with the world at large, how it has basically shaped an understanding of the past as well as the future. So with that, he will roll charisma and expression, which would be, gosh darn it, hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. I keep hitting the feed on my camera and I apologize. So with that, Ace receives 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One counts as a success. So 4 successes. He's pretty eloquent as he stands before the committee. Obviously his work is speaking better than he is at this moment, and Ace will remain patiently for the decision of the committee. And we leave our scene at a close. Thank you guys for watching. Good morning, good evening, good night.